Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm between waiting on some parts. I've been mocking up some intercooler pipes for this to finish off this part 2 of this video showing how to fit an M57 basically. So I've come to the conclusion that I don't have headlights for when my car is ready because the old headlights, the LED angel eyes that was in the last set of headlights kind of failed. They're not road legal because they're starting to show different colours other than white when you have the one white. So I gave them to the drift car. So it got me thinking I need lights and I'm waiting 3 days for a couple of boost pipes coming so I can finish this job. So I'm going to show you how to fit angel eyes to your E36 headlights basically. So we already have a set in this car here and I'll show you them working. We already have a set in here in this car. Just doing them the exact same way. I'm pretty sure also the angel eyes should be on the inside of the lenses. You know, the actual lenses behind the glass, but I think they look cooler on the front like so. So obviously to run them on the road, you run them pure white or it's jailbait. And you can turn the brightness up and down so they're not too bright or too dim. They don't really pick up the best on camera. LEDs make the cameras go funny. So we're going to go in and make a start on that. But first I'm going to show you, I'll take you to my drift car and I'll show you why the headlights went into my drift car basically. So let's go do that. So here we're at the drift car. This is my old headlights that used to be in the road car until they started going funny. So I'll show you what I mean by funny. When you switch them on, one of them is not 100% white. Like one of them shows up like rainbow colours, like this. That's not road legal. So I basically give them to the drift car, so there we go. That's white, and that one shows a bit of colour, this one shows a bit of colour. So yeah, again, not road legal, so I just got to make a fresh set. I'll make a video showing how I do this. Just try and make it quick. Also what tools we need to use and stuff like that. And while we're here, what we're going to do with cables and stuff, obviously we need to drill holes, silicon this. Just I've been kind of gluing this down and then taking the wires, all the wires will meet in the middle. So we've got to put silicon over the top of the holes that we've drilled. I did have super glue holding these just like from flapping about. Because the colours are messed up on these, I've basically just wired these straight to the headlights. Put RGB together on the red, and then the black one goes to black, and that's what makes them come on white when you put RGB together. I'll quickly show you the inside of this other compact that we have here. I'm not going to fit these lights today, but they'll be getting fitted soon. Let me just see if I've got someone to prop this up, or I'll show you through the grills in fact. So if you look through the grills here, you see the wires, they come and meet in the middle with your box with your little antenna, which basically picks up what you're pushing on the remote for to change the colour. However, these new ones that I've bought, they don't have like because I was leaving a small remote part here, I was sticking mine just through the grill so it could always have like access to the remote, but the other box I have only has 4 wires coming out for the angel eyes. It doesn't actually have a 5th wire with a remote, but I'll show you that in a second. So let's go inside the tent and make a start. Right, so yes, I've set myself up a wee tent inside the garage, right, because it's freezing in here. So I put the heater on for 5 minutes, it's actually warm in here. Right, so I've got means to test this, right. I've got an extension cable with a plug down here with power for something that I bought from B&M that was for the limo. It's basically 12 volt, right? So I'm going to switch that on, right? Obviously, always test your lights before you go fitting stuff and realise that one light doesn't work or something. So the exact same lights that's in that car, although the only thing is I only have 4 wires coming out here, 4, which is like 1 for each halo. The other set has like an extra one, which is like an antenna for the remote, but that means my remote can then work for inside the car, right? Because I don't have to face it at that, whether on the black car you need to go up to the grill and push buttons. So this one is not like that. So if I put on white, I put the lights right dim as well, because LEDs pick up funny on camera and stuff like that. We'll put them max bright. Pretty sure that's us there. Yeah, just always test your stuff before you go fitting it and that. So I've done my test, I know they work, so we can go ahead and fit. I'm not going to fit the lights to the car today, but I'm going to fit the lights to the headlights. But I think I'm going to do one headlight for you guys, and I'm going to do one for TikTok as well. So while we're here, another thing I will say is this little box. Partly the reason my last lights got damaged, and this is also why the black car ones have lasted so long. I've opened up the box and filled it with silicone so it doesn't get water in it. As you guys know, I wash engine bays. If this gets too much water in it, wires and stuff corrode, and it makes everything go downhill. So basically I'll pop this box open. I'll switch these lights off now. I'll pop this box open at the end with a couple of screwdrivers, and I'm just going to fill it with black silicone, put the lid back on it, and leave it for a day before I use it. So let's just get straight into it. First I'm going to disconnect these lights. We'll use them one by one today. We're only going to use 2 right now for you guys. So we'll quickly go through that. And the reason we need to drill holes in the headlights is because you need to fit that plug through the top of the headlight. So you need to like have a drill here. So tools used, a flat screwdriver, a T20 socket. I have a drill here with a drill bit, and I have a little die grinder. So I'm going to basically just drill 1 or 3 holes and then use the die grinder to make it big enough to fit this through. This little plug, it's not just a wire, it's like, so basically three drill holes to get that through, and then we'll silicone the top of the lights. Once you have your headlights in, I've put them in order of how they are. So if we put 2 holes here, this is the indicator, so we put a hole there and a hole there, the wires is going to go this way. We put 2 holes here, the wires, you're always going to face them towards the grill so they can meet in the middle, because yeah, the wire is long enough, but you want to spread the wire to the middle, I would say. Right, so I'm going to stop this quickly and put one light down, clear the table, and we'll work on one light. Right, so you've got to take your headlight, take your flat screwdriver. However, what I will mention, right, this is a compact headlight, so I only have like 8 clips holding the glass on. If you're a coupe or a saloon, anything that's not compact, I'm pretty sure you guys need to put your headlights in the oven to bake the glue. Us compact guys are lucky, so just got to pop these clips off to get the glass off. And put the clips to the side. Also, you should keep your fingers near the clips because they tend to ping. You could lose them easily, but this is also a good time to, when you get inside these lights, is take this away and wash it inside and out. And same with the lenses, I'll show you in a minute the lenses, the difference you can make just by wiping the lenses. Every time I get a compact, I always take the lights apart and at least clean them. The difference is unreal. Right, so all the clips is off, so we're just going to just gently get a wee pry. It's just suctioned on. Throw the rubber to the side. And look, take that, clean it, take all that, clean it inside and out. So we'll get to that part. I don't think I'll show you guys that part, but also, right, this, look how dirty these are. like the really cloudy E36 lights for some reason. So then you've got to take your T20, there's a T20 in the top here, T20. So you're going to wipe both sides of this as well. Take this T20 out, and there's one down each back corner for here, and then this part comes out. And this is basically what you're working with. I'm going to stick the angel eyes to the front of here, buff a wee hole here so my wire can go through, open up 3 holes there so I can get the big plug through, and same on this side. Just as good as you can make it work. I'm pretty sure last time I actually took these glass lenses right out and then ended up gluing them back in along with using the clips that was there, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to sneak the wire through here. So I'll be able to buff this part back with this wee buffing tool that I've got. I'll just buff that back to the glass. Obviously I'll work out, I need to work out which side. Like if we put that angel eye there, like so, I just need this wire to come up to here for it to come out there and start heading. This is passenger side, well this is driver side if you're in UK, so the wires are all going to head, this is indicator side, so the wires are all going to head this way so they can meet in the middle. Right, so one torque out, the other two you'll find down the backs of here. Right, 3 torques out, so just flip the light back over and we get that. One thing I've learnt from the past, do not wipe these, as cloudy as they look, do not wipe them. This chrome stuff just kind of comes off on the cloth. Do not wipe them, just leave them. Yeah, they look kind of cloudy and that, but by the time you wipe these will be so clean. Watch this. It's not even that bad. I think the other one's worse than this, but you see the difference by the time you actually wipe them with a rag. Right, also what I did notice there is I have an angel eye that seems to have a really long cable, and that angel eye that has a really short cable. So I need to work out what's what, and I need to put them all 4 up on the table right now to decide what we do and where we go with them. It seems we've got two shorts and 2 longs. Right. This would probably be the point where you're going to work out, right, fair enough, the stuff is kind of meeting in the middle, but where are you going to power them from, because your power cable is only so long. So do we use 2 shorts on the driver's side, power it from the driver's side, and then use the 2 longs to go from the passenger side to the driver's side? I think I'm going to make that call now, because why are you going to, if you mix and match, if you use a long and a short, all these 4 tails here are the same length. So if you use, say, a short and a long, and then a short and a long, how is these 2 shorts? Well, this is where you're going to make the call, right? I'll use 2 shorts here because I'm going to power it on this side of the car, because you basically got to power it off your side light switch. So your power to your side lights is going to come into the light. So I'm going to go ahead and use 2 shorts for this side, and then the 2 longs can come from the other side, most of the way over to the side that's actually powering this box. So we'll just make that call right now. So if you quickly take a quick look at how these sit in here, these sit in here fairly nice. I'm sure last time, maybe actually, I'm not sure, will I take the glass out? I'm pretty sure these should actually sit on the back side of the lenses, but they're just, I don't know, they just no, they don't fit in very nice, and they're no, something about that that says just no to me, when I think that they look better on the front, but it probably needs more modifications. Maybe for that to sit in there nice and tight, with the wire not getting jammed, or the edge there not fouling the housing. Maybe I will just go ahead and take the glass off. Like, if a job's worth doing, do it right. Actually, I wouldn't be happy about that wire sitting against there. However, I might just get to, where this wire's touching, just get to buff that back just to the glass and no more. And then check how it fits when you put it back in here. Let me just see if I keep that there, but set this back where it should go. Then it should show you where your wire has to go as well. It's not too bad, because by the time you put, there's foam pads here that come, oops, you get foam pads. So you've got to put three foam pads, like 1, 2, 3, 3 foam pads on the back of that. What I usually do, I do have super glue here as well. I know you're not supposed to super glue headlights, but I put like 1 dot of super glue on each one, just so that like when the lights get condensated and that stuff, they can't just fall off. So I need to, I would say I need to buff a little here and a little in that corner, just so that can fit in there nice. I'll just mark up this one as well, see if it needs anything done. This one will just be the same. Little buff up there just so that I could sit back against that without damaging any wires, and then you've got to tuck the wires in, come up through here and start aiming them this way. Right, I'm gonna stop filming right now. I'm going to go and buff these parts gently, and then I'll take these and wipe them, and then we'll come back, we'll stick them on, we'll pull this back, we'll drill these holes, clean all that out, and then we can start doing the outside stuff. Right, so what I did, I tried to go and buff these down, and they were being a pest to buff, so I went and got the flat disc, and I basically just took a corner off of there, like a corner off of there, and a corner off of there, right close to the wire. So if we put these two together, look, I've just took the jagged edge off of there, and the jagged edge off of there, as you can see. It's buffed to the wire, and it's just off there. That means this fits in there. Hold on, before I show you any more. Look, if you can see here, see that? I've basically put a buff mark, like just touched the glass and no more. And once I finished buffing it with a reamer, I just ran the Stanley down there for any shavings that was still left, down the side of the light. So now, instead of this going in here and fitting badly, this is the one that's not done. Right, so by the time you put that in there, this corner is pushing you off this black part, right? And this bit here is just not nice sitting against the wire. So now that I have this one buffed, and I've put my 3 sticky pads on it, I've just stuck them to this with no glue, but I'll put 1 dot of super glue for to stick it to the light. And now we can see here, by the time the foam is on that sits perfect. Like that, not touching up the top, not killing any wires. And then we can just put a wee smidge of glue here to hold that wire, and then we can pick it up coming through the actual top of the lens when we need to do that. So I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to play it again, but I'm going to put it in time lapse, and you can watch me doing this next one here. Just got to buff the edges off it, see how it fits against this, see what I need to do to get the wire up through there, and we'll go like that. So next part, time lapse. Right, so that's me back, right? So I put 3 sticky pads on here, just obviously evenly spaced, 2 top corners, 1 bottom middle. Right, so we're ready to go with this. I have wiped these lenses. I went and obviously I was making loads of dust there, so I went and blew these off with the airline and I microfibered this dry inside and out. As you can see the difference. They're really cloudy. Let me just show you this light down here. Right. Look how cloudy the lenses are in there. They're always a little cloudy. This set's not too bad, but one of the other sets I done was absolutely stinking. So now the plan is unpeel the sticky pads, put 1 dot of super glue on each pad and just lay them down. Right. Just lay it in place, correct, first time. So I'm going to peel these 3 sticky pads. I'm going to go for 1 dot of glue right in the middle of each sticky pad. Then send it. This just means when the lights condensate, like, they won't fall off. Because usually they come with these plastic clips. I'm pretty sure you should be clipping them to the back side of the lights, but I think they look better on the front side of the lights. That's just me. There's one. When I say a dot, I do mean like a dot. It's like pathetic, but I know they're not going to fall off. Boom. So then, probably let that glue set, and then I'll put a little bit here just to hold that wire there. Same with this one, just a little bit there, so that wire's going to sit there. I just put a dab of glue on that, and then we'll take it to the lens, work out where it's going to come through on the lens. We'll drill the holes in the lens, go and blow the lens. We'll drill the holes on that, go and blow it out so there's no shrapnel in there, and then it'll be time to clean up your front glass and start assembling again. And then that's one headlight done, just like that. But I'm just wondering, do I even glue this or not? Because it can only technically go up one way. So I've got to go ahead and just patch that now. What you have to watch with this, right? Where your bolt goes through to catch this part. Your silver lenses are also there as well, so see what I mean? So you can only drill so close to that. So if I just go for, let me see, set that in place. Set that where it should go. And just mark up a roughly, you know, where your wire's heading, so right, for me, I'm going to go for around here with this one. Just got to get a quick mark. And same around here with this one. So I put a mark there, and a mark there. So now I need to drill, I think it was, I done 3 holes and then used the wee Dremel reamer tool and opened it up so it was like a kind of rectangle, and then post the wire up and through, and then start gluing your wire down, and then go and get some silicone and just put silicone over the top of it so that the lights can't get wet. And when we're finished with this, I'll go and blow it out and give it a wipe up. I'm not going to wipe any of this chrome stuff, I'm just going to get a good hard blow off, and then I'll just need to take my lens to the sink and wash all of that, wash all the crud off of that before we go putting it back together. Look at all the stuff that's on that. By the time you wipe that inside and out, it's going to be, they come up really nice, to be fair. So I'm going to go ahead and drill holes where I've marked. Just make sure that doesn't interfere with that. No. The last time I done this, I did actually have these chrome parts out, but you don't need to do that. And the last time I had the chrome parts out, it actually took me like a week to do the job because I had to buy, there's like white plastic clips in here which break. So I had to go and buy white plastic clips, I had to wait on them coming in the post. Could have picked a better drill, but it's only plastic. 1. Would I get away with 2? I need like 2. I'll do 2, then I'll open it up a little with the reamer tool. Look at all the mess here, you didn't want that left in the lights at the end. Right. We'll swap that for a pointier one just so I can work it along, because I went too close, not too close, I went quite close to the edge that you only want just enough to fit this through. I can live with that. Thing is, they're going to get sealed up at the end once you're finished anyway, once you clean up all your rugged edges and stuff. And I'll also just run a Stanley blade along the inside of here to take away any rough edges for buffing. So let's get this one done. Just a wee bit. Yes. That one could do with a tiny scratch more. Right, fits. Fits. So I'm going to stop the video, I'm going to clean my table, I'm going to take this to the airline, I'm going to blow this out so there's no debris or that in there. We'll put everything down, we'll come back, we'll post them through, we'll get the lens cleaned. But that's what I'll go do now. I'll stop the video, I'll clean my table, go and blow this off, take all the shards off that's left over. I'll clean my lens, we'll come back, we'll build it up, we'll power it up, and that's this one done. Right, so we're back. I've got the lens clean. I went and blew all this out so there's no shrapnel in it. It's clean enough. And the part with the angel eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and unravel the cables. And also, before I actually put these on, I will give them a second wipe with a microfiber cloth. Just before we put them right in properly. We'll start by unraveling the cables. Two cables unravelled. I'll just quickly wipe the back part. And then try not to touch them putting them in. Then I will feed one cable, feed the second cable, and just pull the wire through. And then start putting the screws back in. That one was rusty, I'm going to put a rusty one on the top, the bottom this time. On here. So this glass behind me, I've been and washed it, I sponged it down, I hit it with a wheel brush, it has like wee funny indentation lines in the inside just to clear everything out. I've still to microfiber it before I actually put it on. Done. Just a final wipe before you go to put the lens on. Then we will put the rubber back in. It should be this way. Now it's time to wipe this lens. The inside is more important than the outside right now, but we've just got to get a dry wipe with a microfiber. I did wash it, sponge it, brought in, heated it up for it to make all the water evaporate off it with a space heater. Obviously, the outside's not important right now because we're still going to be fingering that basically, touching it. We'll wipe that at the end. So put this back on and then put some clips in it. Right, so all I need to do now is set this wire so it's running a certain way, put super glue on it just to hold it in place, and then I'll do my silicone. So I do have one clip left to put on here, right? But the silicone's going to get in the way, or is it? I'm sure I'll manage that. Let's go. So what I usually do for here, like pull the wires, I'll get something to like tug on the wires gently, and I'll just run a wee line of super glue on that, just so the wires aren't anywhere you could tug them or that. So I like them just to be like just like that, sitting there. I will super glue these and leave them for a day, and I'll come back tomorrow and I'll run silicone around my holes here. So I'll super glue them and leave some on them so that it's nice and flat, at least a couple of inches of it. Same with this, just how it's coming out of there. And then I'll leave the super glue for a day. I'll come back and I'll use like tiger seal or black silicone or something there, just like you've seen on that other car. But for now, we can power these up and have a wee look at the outcome. Since for you guys anyway, we're only doing one headlight, I'm going to do one for the guys on TikTok. I need to try and get, we'll try and get some heat shrinks that actually fit right over the top of these as well. Boom. It's not a hard job, it's not a big job, it's actually a nice wee job to do. But yeah, that's one done. And when you take it to the car, and you have it comes with a 2-pin, that plugs into this. It comes with like a 2-pin plug here. One's red and one's black, so you basically just got to find a live and earth on the car. I usually don't run the normal side light that comes on these, and I'll use the power to the side light to wake these up. So basically, this is the new side lights. That's how I do it. So yeah, we're pretty much finished here, except I'll do the super gluing part. I'm not going to make you guys wait 24 hours for a video or whatever. And yeah, that's it. So I'll be back Monday with all the parts to do finish off my part 2 of my M57 204 video. So we'll be back then. In the meantime, guys, I hope this video helped. Please like, share, subscribe, drop a comment in the comment section. I'll get back to you. And yeah, happy BMWing. Take it easy, guys. Thanks very much for watching.